I was never a huge fan of Martha Stewart or Donald Trump for that matter, but we've known them our entire adult lives. They brought things into the world. Martha Stewart, her crime, she just wanted us to have matching placemats and napkins. And Mr. Trump, he's the builder. If you're actually going to accomplish something in this lifetime, it's probably not going to be easy. You're not always going to be popular or cool. Kamala Harris told us in her CNN interview recently that her values have never changed. It was a coded message because for those of us who actually have values, it sounds pretty good. And for young people, it was a coded message because they can read between the lines. They know there's no such thing as values anymore. And beliefs, nobody has any. They don't believe in beliefs anymore. Make America Great Again is hate speech because many young people don't believe things were ever better or worse than they are right now. People are as happy as they choose to be, always. I'm open to New Age thought. Having no values is still a values proposition. It's the values of having no values. A young person is anyone who was old enough as a child to remember 9/11. It's the millennials. We wondered what happened to them. Apparently, they're alive and well and voting in the next election. They were raised with the Hillary Clinton sound bites that America was never great. Here we are, apologizing to evil because we think history and the past have value. Talking to one of these young people recently, he told me his name was Jaron. His mom wasn't sure who his father was, so she named him after the two men she was sleeping with at the time, Jerry and Aaron. He seemed like a nice enough guy, and he'll be voting in the next election also. Ayn Rand said our goal is to replace ourselves by being a mentor to the next generation of prime movers. Somewhere in our mentoring process, we seem to have forgotten the part about the gratitude for the people who came before us. And that part about forgetting the past, well, that came right out of the Communist Manifesto. We don't know who Jerry and Aaron are voting for, but let's work on Jaron and see if we can make him feel the gratitude of Make America Great Again. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. We've been on the topic of conservative messaging now for almost 4 years. Now we're witnessing history in the making. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said this week that the desire to do what is right gives him the resolve to accomplish anything. He said he's learned that not having expectations, but instead focusing on what he believes to be right, gives him the resolve to accomplish all things. It often means going through the dark night of the soul, being persecuted, being attacked, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Many of us have been through some aspects of this process. We've had to question all of our values. Most of us have the value of thrift, work ethic, and fulfilling obligations. It's part of having morality. Even if you're an immoral person, you can see the benefit of being part of a society that adheres to a moral code. History is the record of moral code and culture. Getting rid of that, and you end up with Kamala Harris and the godless world. None of us want to be accused of hate speech. Speaking about God or values might make some people feel diminished. God never diminishes anyone. That's up to the person hearing it as such. The people who don't believe in beliefs might feel diminished, and so may the people who don't think things were ever better in the past or can be better in the future. We need to send these people back to the kitchen to bake some cookies, while the rest of us return to some semblance of reality for everyone's benefit. It's the most sane thing we can do, and we can do that together. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. Be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.